5 most common women's sexual fantasies. All true. Let's be real. Everyone has fantasies. They're a normal part of our sexuality, where curiosity and imagination mix with desire. For women, these fantasies can be wonderfully varied and deeply personal. Whether shared in hushed conversations with friends or kept as private thoughts, they reveal the many layers of what women truly desire. Today, we're going to explore the 5 most common sexual fantasies among women. Join us for a down-to-earth look at what really goes on in the minds of women when it comes to their secret desires. Let's get into it. 5 most common women's sexual fantasies. 1. Being dominated. One of the top fantasies among many women is the desire to be dominated. This fantasy is not just about physical dominance. It has a deep psychological aspect where a woman yearns to surrender control to her partner. Imagine this. In a world where many women often carry the weight of numerous responsibilities and decisions, the idea of completely letting go and trusting someone else to take the reins can be incredibly liberating. In this fantasy, the woman imagines her partner taking charge in a confident and commanding way. This could mean he's directing every action, making decisions, and ensuring she experiences pleasure in ways that come from her relinquishing control. The man's role here is to be strong, decisive, and protective, creating a safe space where she can fully let go and immerse herself in the experience. This dynamic taps into primal instincts. For the woman, it's about feeling protected and cared for, knowing that her partner is in control. For the man, it's about stepping into a role of leadership and strength. This dance of trust and dominance can be incredibly powerful, fostering a deep, intimate bond between partners. When a woman feels safe enough to surrender control, it's a testament to the trust she has in her partner. This level of trust and intimacy can lead to a profound connection, where both partners explore their boundaries and desires in a safe, consensual environment. It's not just about the physical acts. It's about the emotional and psychological release that comes with them, making this fantasy a powerful and common one among many women. 2. Forbidden locations. Another thrilling fantasy involves intimacy in forbidden locations. The allure of this fantasy comes from the adrenaline rush of engaging in acts where they're least expected. Picture the excitement of sneaking away from a bustling party to find a secluded spot, or the thrill of a quiet corner in a public space. The risk of getting caught adds a layer of excitement that heightens the experience. This fantasy is driven by a sense of urgency and the thrill of breaking the rules. It's about the excitement of doing something that's not allowed, the rush of adrenaline when you're on the edge of being discovered. Imagine the quick glances, the hushed whispers, and the pounding hearts as you and your partner steal a moment in an unlikely place. It's the secrecy and the potential for discovery that make this fantasy so enticing. However, it's important to remember that this fantasy is best kept as just that, a fantasy. The real-world implications of acting on it can be serious. Getting caught could lead to legal troubles, public embarrassment, or even harm to your personal relationships and reputation. The thrill of the fantasy comes from the possibility, not the action itself. It's about imagining the scenario and feeling the rush without facing the real-world consequences. The fantasy of forbidden locations taps into a desire for excitement and novelty. It's about breaking free from routine and experiencing something spontaneous and exhilarating. It's a reminder that while life often requires us to follow rules and stay within boundaries, our imaginations have no limits. This fantasy allows for a safe exploration of our desires, providing a sense of adventure and excitement that can add spice to our intimate lives without risking the stability of our everyday reality. 3. The fantasy of a threesome. Adding a third person into the intimate dynamic is a fantasy many women have, rooted in the desire to be desired by more than one person. Imagine being in a scenario where you are the focal point of attention, and 2 partners are entirely attuned to your needs, making you feel overwhelmingly attractive and irresistible. This fantasy is about experiencing pleasure and the intoxicating power that comes from being the center of such intense attention. It taps into a deep-seated desire to feel special, desired, and unique, where every touch and look is meant for you alone. However, it's essential to acknowledge the real-world implications of such fantasies. The dynamics of a threesome can be complicated. It requires clear communication, mutual consent, and a strong understanding between all involved. Introducing a third person into an intimate setting can lead to jealousy, emotional imbalance, or even a shift in the dynamics of the primary relationship. For instance, one partner might feel left out or insecure, leading to potential conflicts and emotional distress. In reality, acting on this fantasy requires careful consideration. It's not just about the physical act, but also about the emotional and psychological aspects. Conversations about boundaries, expectations, and feelings are crucial. If approached with openness and mutual respect, it can be a fulfilling experience. However, it's often safer to keep this fantasy as a part of your imagination, where it can bring excitement without the potential complications. 4. Explorations with another woman. Curiosity about intimacy with another woman often stems from a desire to connect on a deeply empathetic and tender level. Women exploring this fantasy might be seeking a soft, gentle, and profoundly understanding experience that differs from traditional male-female interactions. This fantasy is about finding a new form of closeness, one rooted in shared femininity and mutual understanding. Imagine the experience of being with someone who intuitively understands your desires and emotions because they share similar experiences. The touch is softer, the understanding is deeper, and there is a unique sense of connection that comes from shared gender experiences. This can be incredibly appealing for women who seek a different kind of intimacy, one that feels nurturing and profoundly empathetic. However, navigating such feelings requires awareness and respect for your own emotions and the dynamics of your existing relationships. If you're in a committed relationship with a man, exploring this fantasy in reality can lead to significant complications. It's essential to consider the feelings of all parties involved and to communicate openly about your desires and boundaries. For many, simply acknowledging and understanding these fantasies can be enough. It allows for a safe exploration of desires without the risk of real-world consequences. If the fantasy becomes something you wish to explore, it's crucial to approach it with caution, ensuring that all actions are consensual and that you're prepared for the emotional implications. These fantasies highlight the richness of human desire and the complexity of our emotional landscapes. They remind us that it's natural to have varied and vivid imaginations, but acting on them requires careful thought and communication. By understanding and respecting these fantasies, we can maintain healthy and fulfilling relationships. Oh, and by the way, before we move on to number 5, if you're finding value with this video so far, hit the like button right now. And if you don't want to miss out on my next mind-blowing video, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload it. And then, go to the comment section below and type, "I subscribe," and I'll personally welcome you to the family. And guess what? I've got a very special treat for you. A free ebook called The Female Mind Control Handbook. This book is all about getting into a woman's head and making her crazy for you, even if she's already with someone. Just click the link below to grab it. Alright, let's get back to it. 5. Encounter with a stranger. The fantasy of a sexual encounter with a stranger taps into a powerful blend of anonymity, excitement, and freedom. Imagine this scenario. You're out of town, maybe on a business trip or vacation, and you meet someone intriguing at a bar or a party. There's an instant spark, a magnetic attraction, and you both know that tonight is the only night you'll ever have. This fantasy thrives on the idea of engaging with someone who knows nothing about your everyday life, your responsibilities, or your past. It's about stepping out of your usual roles and expectations and diving into a moment of pure, unscripted interaction. One of the most enticing aspects of this fantasy is the mystery. There's something incredibly alluring about the unknown, about not knowing what the other person will say or do, and not having any preconceived notions about them. This anonymity can make the experience feel fresh and exhilarating. Without the weight of social judgments or future consequences, both partners can express themselves more freely. They can indulge in desires they might normally keep hidden, simply because they don't have to worry about what happens next. This fantasy also offers a sense of liberation. In our daily lives, we often play many roles: parent, spouse, employee, friend. Each role comes with its own set of expectations and responsibilities. Engaging in a fleeting encounter with a stranger allows a temporary escape from these roles. It's a chance to be whoever you want to be for a night, to explore parts of your personality that might not get much expression in your everyday life. It's like putting on a mask and enjoying the freedom that comes with it, knowing you can take it off and return to your regular life afterward. However, while this fantasy is thrilling and liberating, it's important to approach it with caution if you ever consider turning it into reality. The unpredictable nature of such encounters means that safety and consent must be top priorities. It's crucial to ensure that both parties are on the same page, understand the temporary nature of the encounter, and feel comfortable throughout the experience. Communicating clearly and respecting boundaries are essential to make sure the encounter remains positive and consensual. Moreover, there's a psychological aspect to consider. The thrill of a one-night stand can be intoxicating, but it's also fleeting. The emotional high it provides might leave you wanting more or feeling a sense of emptiness once it's over. It's important to understand that while these encounters can be exciting, they might not offer the deeper emotional connection that comes with long-term relationships. The fantasy of an encounter with a stranger is about the excitement of the unknown, the liberation from daily roles, and the freedom to be uninhibited. It's a captivating idea that allows you to explore a different side of yourself in a safe, consensual manner. But like all fantasies, it's essential to think through the real-life implications and prioritize safety and mutual respect if you ever decide to bring it to life. Understanding this balance can help you enjoy the fantasy while maintaining a healthy and fulfilling real life. In conclusion, fantasies are a natural part of human sexuality and can be a healthy way to explore desires and dynamics in a safe, imaginary space. They allow us to question and understand our deepest desires and how we relate to others on an intimate level. While some fantasies can be explored in safe and consensual ways, others might be best left to the imagination, ensuring that our real-world relationships remain respectful and enriching. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to download your free copy of my book in the description section or pinned comment below. You'll be amazed at what you see. And lastly, I strongly recommend you watch the videos in the playlist showing on your screen right now. These transformative videos have the potential to catapult you into the realm of dating mastery, turning you into a true champion overnight. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're yet to. Feel free to share your thoughts and experiences with us in the comment section below. See you in the next video.